So my name is Ellie McGinley. I'm a sophomore at the Baltimore School for the Arts in the vocal music department, and I'm here right now at BSA in an office. And I'm just going to get started with the presentation and catch people up to speed if they arrive late or anything due to technical issues. Okay, here we go. So welcome to Self-Care for a Quarantined World, how to take care of ourselves as we navigate life post-COVID. So that is what my whole presentation is about, and you all are actually going to get the opportunity to participate by making your own graphic, art piece, any type of medium for showing how you're going to practice self-care. But I'm just going to start with an opening activity. So that it's, I don't know if you guys have used this before, but it's called Poll Everywhere, and it's a word cloud, which if you don't know what that is, one second, first I'm going to put it up on the screen so everyone can see it. Yeah, so what it is I'm going to put the link in the chat from Ellie Tech, and then you click on the link, and one second, I'm trying to paste it and it's being uncooperative. So you click on the link and you put in an answer to the prompt. So the prompt is, what is the first word that comes to mind when you think of self-care? So what will happen, I mean, I don't really need to explain, it's kind of cool, but basically the words, like, based on the responses, all the words will pop up, and if multiple people said the same word, that word will get bigger than the other words. So we'll see, like, if there's a middle ground, I guess, kind of, but we'll see based on what answers are submitted. So I'm pasting, the link has just been pasted in the chat. It should work. Let me know if it doesn't. And then your word should pop up here. And since there's not a ton of people, I'm gonna put a word in too. Yeah, okay, let's see. And as soon as you enter your word, oh, there, a word is up. Okay, great, so it is working. Awesome, and I'm gonna enter one too. Oh, yay, so multiple people said relaxation because it's pretty large. Hi, someone else just joined the room. Welcome. My name is Ellie McKinley. I'm presenting on, well, right now we're doing the opening activity, but the presentation in general, as you probably know since you joined this, is self-care in a quarantined world. So how to practice self-care after going through COVID and everything. So right now, I just, well, I'll repaste it in the chat in case people haven't seen it. This is the link to the poll to add a word to this word cloud. And as I can see, there's 6 words. So not everyone is submitted, but most people. So, oh, okay, people are still coming into the room, so I'm not going to move on yet until I make sure that everyone who's, like, the main people who are in the room have gotten the chance to do the activity. Okay, so I'm going to enter a word too, because why not? Okay. I'm gonna put the music back on to start. Oh, I'm sorry. That was unprofessional. I'm trying to escape this to get back to the music for a bit. um, but yeah, is it playing? Okay, it is playing. It's just quiet. There we go. Okay, so here is the word cloud again, and I'm gonna give like 1 more minute because I'm pretty sure most of the people who are attending this are here by now. So like by 1:30, yeah, 1:34, I'll move on. Well, first I mean, right now you can see what the words are that have been repeated, but if any words become big or change their positioning, I'll read out all the words before we move on after around a minute more for anyone who hasn't entered a word yet to put one on there. And let me know, just chat or raise your hand or something if you need the link again. I can put it in the chat again easily, so just let me know. I'm here to help. pardon the interruption. That's the teachers whose office I'm using. Okay, so it's been a minute. So now I'm gonna read the words that stood out the most due to people agreeing that is the first word that comes to their mind when they think of self-care. So, I mean, you can all see it, but I'm gonna read it out loud anyways. So, relaxation, peace, calm, and relief. And then the smaller words are breathe, comfort, health, freedom, meditation, and important. So thank you so much everyone for participating. And I'm just gonna move on. So if people come after this, I'm just gonna go ahead with the presentation. Okay, it's not escaping for some reason. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, okay, back to the actual slides. So, like I said, I'll read the title again since some people have come in since I read it. Self-care for a quarantine world, and it is about how to take care of ourselves as we navigate life post-COVID. Okay, so I'm moving on. So I'm just gonna talk about what self-care is. We have to start out with that. So staying healthy in mind and body is essential, especially in this current state of the world. Taking good care of ourselves can help us move from simply getting through to striving and growing during these unusual times. So like I said, here is the definition of self-care, a definition. Self-care is any activity we actively choose to do to take care of our physical, mental, mental, and emotional well-being. Why do we need to practice self-care? Our well-being is important no matter the circumstance or state of the world. Self-care helps us manage stress better and allows us to be more productive. Taking care of ourselves helps us keep a good work-life balance. So there are 4 main areas of self-care. Mental, tending to your mind by practicing mindfulness and learning continuously. Emotional, staying in touch or fully engaging with your emotions. Physical, tending to your physical body by keeping it healthy. Social, staying connected with family and friends. So, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth of the 4 types. So first, as I mentioned, is mental self-care. So 3 things you can do for mental self-care are as follows. Set a routine. Schedule time for online classes. Well, if you're still taking online classes, for me, I'm completely in person at school, but any online things you're doing, such as this Zoom at the summit. Okay, so schedule time for online classes as well as time for reviewing lessons and doing homework. Take breaks that was number 1. Number 2, take breaks during the day. Take the time to go offline and do other things not related to classes. And 3, practice mindfulness and take time for mentally relaxing activities as well as activities that stimulate your creativity. Sorry, I keep messing up words. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, here we go. Next is emotional self-care. Acknowledge your feelings and know that they are valid. Write them down in a journal or share them with someone. Practice gratitude. Think of at least 3 things you are grateful for every day. Physical self-care. Get enough sleep. I struggle with this one, physical self-care is probably the one I struggle the most with because when I'm in a bad mental state, it's just pretty hard for me to take care of myself physically. So I really want to emphasize that these are the most important to me probably in terms of that I don't do them enough. Oh, thank you. Okay, anyways, so get enough sleep, keep a bedtime schedule to give your body the rest it needs to recover. Eat well and eat healthy. Nourish your body with healthy food and keep yourself hydrated. Exercise regularly. Set aside at least 30 minutes a day to work out or to simply move your body. Social self-care. So this is the last branch of the 4 main self-care types. And then I'm going to move on and talk a little bit more general about self-care. And then, I don't really need to tell you what I'm doing about to, but I'm excited because I'm getting to the part where you guys get to make your own, you'll see, graphics. So anyways, social self-care is maintaining connections with other people and reaching out to someone every day. Call or message a family member or friend just to check in. And in addition, you can also think of self-care as taking care of yourself so you can better take care of others. That's very important as well. All of this is very important, but that's something good an extra thing to note. Okay, so here's a self-care checklist example that I came up with because so there are 3 main options. Now we're getting into the activity. So you can make a checklist like I made this example, and then I'm going to show another example of a different form that you can use to make a like a list or however you want to show what you're going to work on for. You don't have to do all 4 categories, but I did. So yes, here's my example of a self-care checklist. And I made it on Canva, and really quickly after this I'll show everyone what Canva is. And I mean, once I show you the website, it's pretty self-explanatory, and maybe don't I mean, we have a good amount of time of the session left, but if you're not familiar with Canva, I'm going to show you other ways you can make a graphic as well, so you don't have to use that if you're not comfortable with it. Anyway, so getting to it, the mental one I put was journal on things I am grateful for. Emotional, watch a sad movie to get my tears out. Physical, take a walk around my neighborhood. And social, go on a date with my boyfriend, aka Edmund, who's here. Hi. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep shouting him out because I'm really happy he's here. Oops, I did not mean to skip to the end. Okay, so yeah, that is my self-care checklist example. And now I'm going to show you what Canva is, and then I'm going to show you a different, well, first, because you guys might already be aware of how to use Canva, but first I'm just going to show my other example, which is this, it's okay, this self-care playlist that I made. So I put songs in it that, like, the titles, it's kind of a different form of list, so the titles are different things I can do for self-care. So it's not that many, so I'm just gonna read them, and a lot of them are ones that were already mentioned in the slides, but here, to reiterate important points, here they are. So take a walk, shower, clean, candles. So some of them are more general, like termed, like objects, things, emotions that like are part of self-care and not just like actions, but they're all things I associate with self-care, and I think they fit together pretty well. Put your records on. Oh wait, I think I put the same song on twice. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. Relax, pocket full of poetry, journal, sad movie, date, routine, mindfulness, gratitude, nap with the cat. That one's really cute. I have a cat. It's cute when he naps next to me. Eat well, exercise, calling old friends, and finally relax, take it easy. And I'm gonna put the playlist link in the chat. No one has to check it out really, but if anyone wants that, and to look at it again for ideas or any reason. So let me find the link again. I'm gonna put that in the chat. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. Thank you. Dad, you're accidentally sending messages to just me, but thank you. I can read what he said. Great idea, and before he said, I love how you're narrating. Maybe that was meant for just me. Okay. Anyways, I'm copying and pasting the playlist link in the chat through LE Tech. So there it is. Hope you should be able to access that and see the playlist. Okay, so now I'm going to show everyone what Canva is in case you don't know. But in case you do already know what Canva is, first I'm going to put the, so this is a folder I made for the Healing Summit for this session where, based on everything I've just explained about, you can make a playlist or a checklist, and you can use any software. You can even write it on paper and take a picture and drop it in the chat. You can use anything to make a graphic or some type of art to show how you are going to and how you do. Mine was more like a plan for what I'm going to do. It did involve some things I already do though. Anyways, so about self-care, how it resonates with you. So I'm going to go to Canva and show you all how to make one on there if you want to do it that way and you're not already aware of how to. But okay, first I'm gonna go back to LE Tech and post that. Just have to find it. Okay, here it is. Google Drive link. You should all be able to access that and drop your own files into it to show me your self-care plan, checklist, list, any form. So I'm going to just go into, I'm gonna make a Canva, and I'm gonna give everyone, what time is it? Oh wait, first I'm putting the Google Drive link in the chat. There it is, as you all can see and hopefully access. And let me know if for some reason you can't open any of the links, and I'll make sure you can. Okay, so I'm going to give you all until, let's do 1:55, so a little bit more than 10 minutes, to make your graphics or whatever you are designing. And I'm going to, at that same time, I'm going to go on mute so you all can work without like, I mean, not that I'm distracting, but like just work and I'll keep the music on. But at the same time, I'm going to keep talking for a bit because quickly I'm going to show you how to create a design. So you go to create it. I do not have premium. Premium does help you get access to other features. Yes, I am saying that you should create a design in Canva and then upload it to Google Drive if that is the software platform that you want to use. You may use Spotify, like how I made a playlist with songs that inspire me to do self-care, or any format, any other graphic making software, anything really. And then when I am closing, I will display. So I'd really appreciate it if everyone could try their best to get one in. So we can do a little art gallery type thing at the end of this session. Okay, so anyways, getting back to what I was saying. For now, quickly, I'm going to show everyone how to create a design, and then I'm going to mute, and you'll have the, actually, let me think. So this session didn't really start till like 2:20, so I'll give everyone until 2. So, because I know it takes a little bit, it can take a longer time depending on what you're doing. And I'm going to review a few more things first. So I'm going to make a presentation, just as an example. And that is what I used to make mine. I actually used, as you can tell, it's like the same theme as the other slides. I just used like the slides and edited it to make my personalized example of a checklist, sorted by the 4 categories. Okay, so here we go. Back to Canva, fresh one, a new design. It might be a little slow because I have a lot of tabs open, but we're getting there. So I'm just gonna, let me think of what I can do to show a good example. I usually start by just, as you can see, like what I looked up before, like self-care checklist. I want to see if there's already a template for that, or just checklist. But you can kind of turn anything into a checklist, really. I'm not even gonna use a template because I'm just gonna freestyle it to show you how you can do that. So I'm just gonna use a photo as a background. So I'm just gonna pick a color, and purple is my favorite color, as you can probably see from the color scheme of the presentation. So I'm just gonna put this. Wait, I have to size it. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just showing the different functions. I'm not really actually going to design another checklist because I've already showed you examples, but I'm going to show you how the different functions work, even though they are pretty self-explanatory, but just in case anyone wants that extra little help. So I'm making this the whole background, just because I love this color scheme. And then I'm just going to put a few little images or like graphics and a little bit of text to show that. So yeah, you can go to photos to get backgrounds and graphics, or more so like you can use pictures and like images in photos, but the graphics, like the little moving images and smaller little sticker like things, are in Elements. So I'm just gonna look up self-care and put some of those on there. So here, this one's nice. And look, it automatically put it in the center, and I'm gonna like line it up because that's really cute, I think, and it already says like the title, so I don't have to use text for that. Just trying to line it up. There we go. And then I'm gonna put some like other ones just scattered around. I'm gonna like decorate the corners, make kind of like a border. Okay, I'm just gonna keep decorating this a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself now, and I'm just gonna add a few more stickers, make it look nice, and I'll keep this on the screen so you can see. It can be as simple as this. Like, you don't have to use words at all, really. I mean, there is a word on the sticker, but like, if you don't have as much of a, okay, how do I word this? If you'd rather just use images, that's fine. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know I don't need to apologize for this, but I have anxiety, so I keep like feeling like I'm messing up, so that's why I'm like stuttering and stuff. But I really appreciate when people say I'm doing a good job, and I feel like I am too. So I'm just gonna mute though and let you guys work for around 12 more minutes, or even less, depending on if there's stuff in the folder already. And there actually is one thing in the folder. So thank you. Edmund said this is really helpful. But so let me know if I see like multiple since I want to show more than just one piece of art. If I see multiple pieces of art in the folder before 2, I can start sharing and you can continue submitting. I will start sharing, and anyone who's not finished can keep working and submit theirs. And then by around 2, well, really, you have like the whole rest of the class to work, and I'll just present them when they are done. So I'm just gonna mute so you guys have working time, and then around 2, I'll start presenting. But feel free to take as much time, as little or as much or as little time as you need. Okay, my grandparents said, okay, well, they said they're having trouble creating a graphic. Okay, well, are you on your computer? Because you can go to canva.com and like you can do like, oh great, I already have a submission, but let me see. Yeah, so grandma and my grandfather, you guys submitted an empty folder, and I get what you mean that you don't, I didn't get, I didn't expect for you all to be able to know, like, without my help, how to make a graphic. But can you let me know if you're on a computer? Because on any computer, you should be able to go to canva.com using a browser like Google, Safari, anything. And then, you might have to make an account, but that takes like 2 minutes less, even than that. And then you can just create a graphic as simple as this by adding some colorful, just a colored background and then just going to elements and searching. You can do almost exactly what I did and just search self-care and go to photos to pick a background and self-care and elements and make like a border and title it self-care. As simple as that. Oh, okay. They said that they're happy just watching, so I'm expecting, unless anyone else has digital troubles with any of the links or making a graphic, I'm happy to help. But otherwise, it's okay if you can't. I hope everyone can make one if possible. But I kept saying I was gonna mute and then I didn't, so I'm gonna mute now and give you working time, and then I'll check back in a few minutes. Last thing I'll say for a bit is, if anyone wants the music higher or lower, if it's distracting or you can barely hear it, so you want me to turn it up, just let me know. But yeah, keep working and I'll be checking the folders, and just let me know if anyone needs help with anything. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone who submitted, and I'm pretty sure there are a few more coming in. Awesome, we have four. That's so great. Okay, so I'm going to show them one by one, and if the person Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, it's a great website. You can make like anything on it, and it is very easy to navigate with like never using it before even. Okay, so I'm going to go in order of the people who submitted. So what I was trying to say is if you would like to, you may when I show yours, you may come off mute and explain like your thought process, just talk about what you made. Or you can type it in the chat, or I can just and I will also comment on my thoughts on it. So I'm gonna start with Destiny's, but she is muted. She's in a class right now, so she can talk in the chat. So she can share something in the chat if she wants to, but I'm going to show it and I'll comment on it even if she can. So this is Destiny's. Okay, great. Oh wow, I love this style. Okay, I think she used Canva because Destiny's the one who taught me Canva, and it looks like Canva in a good way. So self-care planner. I mean, I don't really need to read all of it out loud. Everyone can see it and should hopefully be able to read it. The text isn't that small. And I love that it's split into different sections, and it really is like a checklist. And I can see like if this was my self-care planner, going on Canva and adding little checks to show that I've done these things. And I really like the style, and the layout is just awesome. So great job, Destiny. Yes. Oh, it's a Canva template. Okay, awesome. That makes sense. It does look like a template, but you did a great job making it your own. So yeah, applause. My goal was inspired by your presentation. Thank you. Take better care of myself so that I'm, yes, that's a great goal. So everyone drop clapping emoji or clap on camera. Thank you. Yes, moving on. Okay, next is, whoa, who made this one? Oh, okay, wait, I'm gonna go in order of who submitted, so I'll come back to that one. So next is Edmund's self-care list checklist. And since this one you have to scroll to read, I love the color scheme. I know that green's your favorite color, so I like that you did that. And the cat, that's very cute. Nice pictures, very relaxing. I would associate these pictures with self-care. And then I don't actually need to read these because I can scroll to where you can see all of them. So here are 5 self-care like checklist things again that you could like check off. So Edmund, would you like to unmute or in the chat say how you made this and what inspired you and any thoughts about it?
So my can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So my general thought process was pretty simple. I'm very aware of the things I need to do, not very good at doing them. So I'm hoping that writing them down in such a manner will help me to get doing them. Uh, you were correct. I chose green because it is my favorite color. I kind of just stole this off of a COVID testing thing and then reformatted it. And then I wasn't aware that you went to elements to get the animations, so I just stuck with pictures and went with, well, what seemed to be self-care to me. So yeah.
I love it. Great explanation. Good job. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Edmund. Okay. Oh my gosh, I know who this one's is. But I'm gonna do that one last because I'm doing them in order of when they're submitted, like I said. Okay. 1 second. I'm sorry. I have to take this text for a second. Okay, so next is Karen Alexander's. So this is, oh, she said that it was an animation originally. So imagine the flower blooming. And I can definitely imagine that based on the picture. So as you can see, what she does, I'm assuming these things she already does for self-care because I've seen my mom doing all these things. So great job, Mom. Do you want to come off mute or you can type in the chat or anything about your process, how you made it? I'm interested how you made this because I'm not sure if you used Canva.
I
Because
did use Canva and
you
I never
did?
used
Okay,
it
cool.
before. So it took me a while to figure out how to put the elements in, even though you showed us. So if I think with more time, I could probably enhance it. But I appreciated knowing that there's all these options out and there. And then now I know that I can use Canva in the future. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Should I say Karen or Mom? It's weird to call you by your first name. Okay, moving on. We already saw Destiny's. And then so we have Andrea's, and wow, I love the flowers, and this is just very like it makes me feel calm to look at it. The color scheme is very nice and relaxing. So, and I really like how you followed my format, or my example format with the mental, social, emotional, physical, the four main types. Like you broke up a goal or something you already do for self-care or want to do, into these categories. I love it. It's awesome. Would you like to come off mute or say in the chat your thought process behind this and just how you made it, everything?
Sure. So I definitely made it. I had just seen that template and I love it aesthetically. So that's what I chose to go with, and really appreciated the opportunity to divide my self care checklist instead of just making like a random list of things, thinking about them in buckets and then what type of activities could be associated with them. And I really appreciate this because I think I'm probably going to put it as my computer background to keep myself accountable, and like throughout the day, try to acknowledge how I'm checking, keeping myself going through this checklist. So it's a really awesome activity. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that was a great explanation, and I agree with my mom. You are a star student. Like this is wonderful, especially considering the small amount of time. So great job, and I think that's really great to make it your computer background. Like that's a great way to take the graphic and be able to see it often and be reminded of your goals and like that motivation aspect. Emphasize that to actually do these things. So that's wonderful. Amazing job. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and last one is from my dad, Doug Miller. And I love it because there is my cat Louie and my whole family's cat Louie and Bunny Jasper. And I mean I could kind of already explain this one if my dad also wants to, he can, but there's an elephant, and I know that's because his favorite animal is an elephant. I think he took that picture at like I love those flowers. We see them all the time in our neighborhood, very spring. And I don't know if he took that. I think he did take that picture too of the rainbow. I'm not sure though. And I'm curious to know what software he used. And then that's a picture of us on the Gunpowder River. We were going like tubing, or I don't think we were going tubing this day. I don't know if I'm even in that picture, but that's my mom and my little siblings. So, anyways, that's what I took away from it since I know my dad pretty well. But Dad, did you want to unmute or in the chat share anything else about your piece of art about self-care?
So you nailed it.
Got it.
I did this in Canva, and as you
Nice.
know, Ellie, I'm very photography oriented, so I figured I'd grab some photos from Google Photos, and you are definitely in that picture at the bottom.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's me. I'm in the back.
so the picture in the background is when Karen and I went on a trip to Colorado, and
Oh yeah, I think
we
I
were
did. I
literally
was like
sitting in
Vegas
a
from that.
hot spring when we saw this rainbow in the sky. And so that was a very relaxing self-care moment for us. And I just put the elephant in to try one of the graphic elements because it's pretty cool that you can just drag stuff onto the canvas in Canva. And I'm excited to use this in the future for some presentations that I do. So thanks for
Awesome.
introducing it
That's
to
so
me.
great. Great job. Um, yeah, I love it. It's very pleasing to look at. I really enjoy the color. Excuse me, sorry. I really enjoy the colors, and it's just great. Um, so, well, the only thing I would, well, I haven't been saying like any things I would change yet, but I do feel like maybe I mean, I think you could guess from this that it's about self-care, but I would probably include the word self-care somewhere or like an image. Like I feel like none of the images are directly connected to self-care. Like they're really beautiful and they are relaxing. It is relaxing to look at and they are relaxing things. But I feel like you maybe should have included the word self-care or like something that more clearly shows self-care. But other than that, I think it's amazing. Okay, so yeah, that was all of the ones submitted as far as I know. Um, 1 second, I got another text. Wait, was another one submitted? Okay, my grandma said that Wait, I don't see anyone from you though, Grandma. You said I could talk for you? What do you mean? Because I don't see anything in the folder. Like, you can text me a picture and I could get it on the screen, but like, she said she was gonna do like a physical drawing of self-care, of an example of what she's going to do or has done for self-care. I'm gonna close this for now, but here's my another one of an example that I made in case anyone is still working and wants more inspiration. But yeah, and I showed you the basics of how to use Canva, so I hope you enjoyed that. So that is basically all I have planned, but we have 5-10 minutes left, so I'm going to close with, first I'm putting this music back on, and then here's my self-care playlist. Again, I'm just gonna close that too, and I'll keep that open in case anyone wants to submit before I end. But before I do our closing activity, keep safe and always take care. Thank you so much for taking the time for this presentation. So yes, the session leader was me. I'm Ellie McGinley, and my email address for anyone who doesn't have it is ellie7827@gmail.com. Sorry for the background noise. I'm like right in the city, so there's sirens and stuff. But yeah, if anyone wants to email me for some reason, oh, 1 second. Okay, yeah, the music is definitely too loud, so I don't know if you all could hear me, but I'll just say what I said one more time, I guess. So, keep safe and always take care. Thank you so much for taking the time for this presentation. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna do one more thing before I leave. I just wanted to say thank yous now because this session is basically almost over, so if anyone has to leave, feel free to go now. But I am gonna do a closing activity. I just have to pull it up. So I wanted to do another poll, like a poll to start and a poll to end. So I have to make it though. I didn't make one yet because I didn't know how much extra time we'd have. So I'm just going to, it just has to load. So I'm gonna make one, and instead of being the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of self-care, everyone already shared like through their graphics, like their plan for self-care. But how I'm going to make the closing prompt, let's see. Okay, I guess like share something new you learned from this presentation. And it can be one word, a sentence. I mean, I don't know if there's a word limit on here. So share something new you learned from this presentation, whatever you want to share. I just have to copy this link now, and then I'm going to put that link in the chat, and then anyone who wants to respond to that before going, this will be the last activity. But like I said, feel free to leave if you don't want to do this or you have to go. Yeah, so I'm just going to send this link to the chat. So, copy. Okay, and I'm also going, well, I don't need to answer this one. So I'm just going to show it on the screen. Let me know if the link doesn't work. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'll wait for around 7 responses due to the number of participants, and then that will be the end of this. Hi, Destiny. Destiny just came back. Dad, you sent something to me by direct message again. I'm assuming you meant to send it to everyone, maybe not. Sorry, yeah, it's fine. So Destiny just came back. Destiny, I was just doing another word cloud. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. Anyone messaging me saying that they like this. Oh, Dad, is the link not working for you? Someone put Ellie. I don't know how you learned Ellie, but okay. So yeah, or maybe who I am. I don't know. But this looks really great. Thank you all so much for inputting. Wow, there's like way more than. Okay, I think it's that it like okay, I think some of them didn't really. I don't think you can do. Yeah, I didn't know. I've never done a sentence, so I thought it would like make a sentence, but it actually split all the words up. So that was my fault. It's okay. No worries, anyone. But yeah, so I just was asking everyone to share something new you learned from this presentation, and I have a ton of responses, so I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, okay, it takes like your keywords, and that's why it's all split up. Okay, thank you for telling me that, baby. My boyfriend, that's what I'm calling baby. Thank you, I am good at multitasking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing. Thank you all so much for attending. Like I said before, just wanted to fully wrap it up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, thank you so much, all of my for a ton of my family members attending. That was very nice of you supporting me in this way. And anyone I'm just meeting for the first time, thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you. And bye. Bye, baby, my boyfriend. Yeah, I love you guys. Bye. Oh, well, my family. I love Destiny too, but I'm not trying to make this weird. Okay, bye, bye.